The hum of the Odyssey arc filled the small observation deck as Commander Elias Ward stared at the swirling blue and purple clouds of Kepler-9 to C's atmosphere. The ship had been in orbit for days, scanning the planet for signs of life. So far, the sensors had shown only faint electromagnetic activity, nothing organic. Then the blip appeared. A small vessel, drifting silently, barely powered, with life readings faint but present. Elias frowned. "That's not on our charts," he muttered. His hand hovered over the console as he zoomed in on the object. It was unlike any craft humans had built, sleek, curved surfaces that shimmered under the star's light. "Commander," said Dr. Lyra Hayes, the ship's lead medic, "we're reading weak life signs. 3 subjects, possibly more. Oxygen is low, but they're alive." Ilias's pulse quickened. A mission like this wasn't part of standard protocol. First contact with an alien species was supposed to be prepared, studied, negotiated, but here, life was at risk. And hesitation could mean death. "Prepare a boarding team," Elias ordered. "Minimal personnel. Take medkits and protective suits. No unnecessary gestures. Approach cautiously." "Ata." The airlock hissed as the boarding crew suited up. Elias, Lyra, and 2 engineers, Kai and Juno, entered the shuttle. The small vessel hummed as it separated from the Odyssey arc and approached the drifting alien ship. Inside, it was silent. The halls glimmered faintly, lit by a soft, bioluminescent glow from the walls. Shapes moved in the shadows. 3 figures collapsed. Still, they were humanoid, but taller than humans, with long limbs and slender torsos. Their skin shimmered faintly in hues of silver and lavender, as if they carried light within. "Medic first," Elias said, stepping back as Lyra knelt beside the nearest figure. She carefully scanned the alien's body. Heartbeat weak. Respiratory function unstable. Oxygen levels dangerously low. She glanced up at Elias. "If we don't act fast, they won't survive the hour." Elias swallowed. He was trained for crisis, but never for this. "Do what you can." Lyra placed a hand on the alien's shoulder. The moment she did, a faint glow spread across the creature's skin. It was beautiful, but also startling. Her console beeped as biosigns began to stabilize. "Commander, you need to see this," Lyra said softly. The touch at S, helping her, stabilizing her. Elias stepped closer and extended a hand, checking the alien's pulse. The creature's body responded immediately, warmth flowing through it. A soft, pulsing light ran along her skin, spreading from shoulder to arm. Kai frowned. "Is that safe?" Lyra shook her head. "I don't know. It's unlike anything in medical records." The other 2 aliens stirred, their eyes large, iridescent, and deep opened slowly. One of them raised her hand weakly, brushing against Lyra's arm. Psst, and the glow intensified. Elias took a careful step forward. "We're not here to harm you," he said, his voice calm but firm. "We want to help." The aliens seemed to study him, their expressions difficult to read. Then, the one in front, tallest, hair-like filaments that shimmered like liquid silver, reached out and gently gripped Ilias's wrist. The light in her skin surged, spreading like liquid fire across her form. Elias froze, unsure of what to do. "It's okay," Lyra whispered. "Let her do it." The alien's eyes held his, deep and curious. For a moment, everything else, the ship, the hum of machinery, even the distant stars outside, seemed to disappear. The human touch had an effect beyond science. The alien's energy pulsed, steadying her breathing, her heart. "Her entire form," Commander Kai whispered, voice tense. "This is extraordinary. But is it safe?" Elias nodded slowly. "For now, it seems necessary." Lyra worked quickly to stabilize the other 2 aliens. Each time, when human hands made contact, bioluminescent energies spread through their bodies. It was subtle, but undeniable. Humans were compatible with their biology in a way no one had predicted. When the aliens were stable enough to move, they rose slowly. Their movements were graceful, almost liquid, and their skin continued to shimmer faintly. The tallest one, The one who had first touched Elias stood tall, observing him. "I am Siralin," she said. Her voice was melodic, almost musical, but humans understood the words perfectly. "You stabilize us. Your touch is strange and necessary." Elias felt a chill, a mix of awe and caution. "I'm Commander Elias Ward. We mean no harm. We found your ship. Drifting. Damaged." Siralin nodded slightly. "Damage. Yes. Our energy depleted you. Saved us unexpectedly." Lyra glanced at Elias. "Unexpectedly? That's one way to put it." Sterlin's eyes moved over each human in the room. "Your species. Remarkable. Your bodies. Strange. Warm. Alive. We feel it. We need it?" Kai swallowed nervously. They mean need as in dependency." Lyra shook her head. "I don't think so. Not like that. But biologically, your touch interacts with their energy systems. Somehow it replenishes them." Elias took a deep breath. "We need to be careful. We don't know what long-term effects this could have." Siralin tilted her head, studying him. "Careful. Yes. But your touch. Life, your hands. Power. Strange. Addictive." The room went quiet for a moment. The words weren't a threat. They were a statement of fact. Humans had given them life, and in return, the aliens responded in ways that neither species fully understood. "Can we communicate more safely?" Elias asked, trying to maintain calm. "We want to help. We don't want to cause harm." Siralin stepped closer. Her glowing form radiated warmth that humans could feel even without direct contact. "Communication. Yes. Touch. Language. Your touch. Meaning," Elias realized something remarkable. For these aliens, human touch was more than physical. It was emotional, biological, and necessary for their survival. Humans had become a bridge between life and death, and neither species fully understood why. Lyra examined the consoles in the alien ship. "Their energy systems are failing," she said. "We can't just keep them alive on medical intervention alone. If we're going to help, we need to understand how our touch interacts with them, and soon." Suddenly, the ship's hull vibrated. A faint signal registered on the scanners. Unknown mechanical life forms approaching. Commander Kai said, eyes wide, "Something's coming. And it's not friendly." Elias clenched his jaw. "We're not going to retreat. Not while they're alive and vulnerable. Prepare the ship for boarding. Everyone stay close to the aliens. They may be the key to survival." Sirlen's eyes flickered with understanding. "Together. Survive. Your touch. Strengthen us. We defend. Together." Elias felt a mix of fear and wonder. Humans had entered a situation no protocol could predict. Yet instinctively he knew the right thing: to trust his crew. To trust the strange bond forming between humans and VARI. As the first hum of approaching mechanical drones grew louder, the humans and aliens readied themselves. Human hands rested lightly on alien shoulders. A shared warmth passed through the line, subtle, steady, and real. The aliens pulsed in response, their energy stabilizing further. Elias took a deep breath. "We'll face them together," he said. "Whatever comes, we fight together." Siralin reached out, placing her hand lightly on his wrist again, not in need, but as acknowledgement. The light pulsed gently, and Elias felt a strange, thrilling energy pass through him. It was alien, yet familiar. Strange. And addictive, just as she had said. Outside the stars of Kepler 92, sea shimmered. Inside, humans and Viari shared something new. A connection beyond words, beyond species. And for the first time, the humans realized that first contact might not just be about diplomacy or survival, it could be something much deeper. Something neither race had anticipated. The airlock closed behind them. The unknown approached, but for now, the bond between human and alien held. Together, they faced the uncertainty of the stars. And that bond, that first fragile human touch, was only the beginning. The hum of the Odyssey arc filled the corridors as the humans and Vayari worked side by side. The alien ship, once drifting and silent, now pulsed faintly with life. Its systems were weak but functional, stabilized by the subtle bioenergy interaction between the humans and the Vayari Sarellin. The tallest of the three Vayari walked beside Commander Elias Ward. Her eyes shimmered with curiosity, studying him carefully. "Your species. Your touch." "It is strange," she said. "We have never felt this before." Elias smiled lightly. "It's just human instinct. We touch to help, to comfort, to show trust." She considered this, tilting her head. "Trust. Yes. You give it freely. We, cautious. Our people. Careful, we must. Understand." Dr. Lyra Hayes moved down the hall, her medical scanner in hand. "Their energy levels are holding steady," she told Elias. "But it's clear, without continued contact, their systems slowly weaken. Human touch is essential to their survival right now." Kai frowned. "Doesn't that make us too important to them? Too necessary?" Elias shook his head. "Not in a bad way. It's more like we're helping them recover. That's all." Cyrillin's gaze met his. "We learn from you. Quickly, your species. Adaptable, brave. You fight. With your minds, with your hearts, and your touch." As the humans and Vayari continued exploring the alien ship, they discovered the reason for its failure. Mechanical drones, small, fast, and intelligent, had attacked the Vayari vessel. The drones' weapons had drained the ship's energy reserves. Leaving the crew near collapse, Juno, the engineer, tapped on a console. "These drones are unlike anything we've seen. They adapt fast, bypassing shields almost immediately." Serlin's eyes narrowed. "They hunt us. Our people. Nearly lost. We escape. But barely," Elias frowned. "If they adapt so fast, how do we stop them? We can't rely only on weapons." The very second member, a smaller figure named Phyllis, stepped closer. "Energy. Stabilize humans. Strengthen. Together." Her words were careful, slow, but full of meaning. She raised a hand toward the humans. "We require your touch. Now. More than before?" Elias glanced at Lyra. "We need a plan. We can't just hold them and hope it works. But maybe their energy can help us fight." Dr. Hayes nodded. "It's worth trying. Their bioenergy interacts with human touch in ways that amplify both. If we form a network, we may be able to channel it through the ship's systems, or even against the drones." Sarellin and Phyllis stepped closer. Their hands hovered over human arms, sensing warmth. Studying the subtle pulses of electrical energy that ran through skin and muscle, Elias extended his hand and Sarellin accepted it. The energy between them surged soft, gentle, yet powerful. "It feels different," Elias admitted. "Like holding a spark you can't see, but it lights everything inside." Sarellin's glow brightened slightly. "We feel the same. Humans. Fascinating." Meanwhile, the Vayari began explaining their culture. In their species, touch was a form of communication, a vital link between life and energy. Words were secondary. Gestures and physical contact carried the meaning of survival, emotion, and understanding. "Your species," distant Sarellin said softly. "You touch. Sometimes we touch. Always. Touch is life." Elias nodded. "That explains a lot. In humans, touch is important, but not necessary for survival. For you, it is." As the humans learned more about the Vayari, the aliens began to observe human habits too. They were fascinated by emotions expressed through gestures, smiles, and handshakes. Lyra noticed Sarellin mimicking subtle human movements, trying to understand body language without losing her own grace. Kai whispered to Elias, "I think they're curious about us, not just survival, genuine curiosity." Elias grinned. "Humans have that effect. We're unpredictable, The calm didn't last. Sensors suddenly beeped, warning of incoming drones. The mechanical swarm was returning. They were faster now, analyzing the ship's movements. Elias barked orders. All personnel, prepare for combat. Shields up. Weapons ready. And stay close to the Vayari if touch helps them. It might help us too. The humans formed a defensive line around the Vayari. Sorellin and Phyllis raised their hands, sensing the humans' bioelectric field. The glow from their bodies intensified, pulsing in rhythm with the human heartbeat. Link. Together, Sorellin instructed. Your touch. Our energy. Combine. Elias placed his hand on Sorellin's shoulder. Lyra linked with Phyllis, Kai, and Juno, extended arms toward the others. The small circle of humans and Vayari became a living network of energy. Light flowed through their joined hands, a warm wave that spread across the ship. The drones struck. Tiny weapons fired bursts of energy that would normally pierce shields easily. But as the human Vayari network pulsed, the ship seemed to resist the attacks. Shields held longer. Energy that should have drained the Vayari began to stabilize. This is working, Lyra shouted. Their bioenergy. It's amplifying the shields. Elias felt a surge of hope. Humans had been called the weaker species often, but here, their touch and willpower became a lifeline for an alien race. Their courage and empathy created a force that no weapon alone could match. Cyrillin's glow flared brightly. Together. Stronger. Humans. Remarkable. We trust. You. The drones regrouped, adapting their tactics. They tried to bypass the energy pulse by targeting the humans directly. But each time the Vayari's energy surged, and the humans' determination amplified it. Their combined strength disrupted the swarm, causing the drones to scatter temporarily. Ilias's chest pounded. We're holding them off for now, but we need a permanent solution. Phyllis spoke softly, almost to herself. Humans. Warmth. Energy. Essential. Not just survival. Strange. Addictive. Comforting. Lyra glanced at Elias. Addictive? She means it in the biological sense, I think. Our touch is compatible with their energy systems. It gives them strength, yes, but also a sense of comfort they've never experienced. Elias nodded slowly. Humans are simple, in a good way. Our emotions, instincts, and willingness to act, it's all part of what makes us useful to them. Sorellin stepped forward, her hand resting lightly on Elias's arm. Trust humans. Our survival. Linked. You. Protect us. We. Learn from you. Strange. And powerful. As the night wore on, the humans in Vayari continued their work. They repaired the alien ship's energy conduits, strengthened shields, and shared knowledge. The Vayari began to understand human communication words, expressions, and gestures while the humans learned to sense subtle bioenergy patterns. It became clear. Neither species could fully survive alone in this system. The Vayari needed human touch to stabilize their energy. Humans needed the Vayari's technology and insight to fight the drones effectively. This is more than cooperation, Elias said quietly to Lyra as they watched the aliens. It's trust, respect, maybe something more, Lyra smiled. It's humanity, Commander. We survive, we help, we connect. That's what makes us humans. Outside the ship, Kepler-9 rotated slowly under the starlight. Inside, a new understanding grew. The Vayari were no longer just aliens, they were allies, partners in survival. And humans, with their courage, empathy, and instinctive touch, had become a bridge to a new world. Sorellin's voice echoed softly in the command deck. Humans. Strange. And strong. Our people. Curious. We hope. Future. Together. Elias placed a hand lightly on her shoulder. The glow that spread from their contact was steady now, calming, strong. He realized that first contact was not only about communication, it was about building trust, understanding, and something neither species had experienced before. the mechanical drones would return. Faster and smarter. But for now, humans and Viari had formed something powerful, a bond of energy, trust, and mutual respect. And as they stood together, united by touch and courage, the first true partnership between species had begun. The stars outside shimmered with possibility. Humanity had stepped into the unknown once, again this time. They had made an ally in a world far stranger and far more fascinating than they could have imagined, and in the quiet moments when hands brushed and energy pulsed, both humans and Viari realized that human touch was not only strange, was addictive in the best possible way. The hum of the Odyssey arc pulsed through the hull as alarms sounded across the ship. The mechanical swarm was back, faster and more aggressive than before. Tiny, metallic drones scuttled along the outer hull. Sending energy pulses that rattled the ship's frame, Commander Elias Ward stood at the bridge, his eyes scanning the readouts. "They're adapting," he said grimly. "Their weapons are bypassing shields faster than last time. Everyone brace yourselves, and stay close to the Viari. If touch helps them, it might help us too." Dr. Lyra Hayes nodded. "The energy network is still stable. If we maintain contact, we can amplify their bioenergy in the ship's defenses. But it's going to take everyone." Sarah-Lynn's eyes glowed softly as she approached. "We fight together. Humans. Our strength." Linked, the humans quickly formed a circle around the Viari. Hands touched, shoulders, arms, even hands clasped together. Each human hand transmitted warmth and subtle electrical signals. The Viari responded with bioenergy that pulsed through the circle. The ship's weak shields hummed with new strength. "This is it," Ilias said. "We hold them, or the ship goes down. Everyone focus. We're stronger together." The first wave of drones hit. Energy pulses ripped at the shields, trying to penetrate, but the human Viari energy network held firm. Light pulsed along the Viari's skin and through the human line. Steadying the ship and repelling the drones, Sarah-Lynn focused on Elias. Their hands were clasped firmly now. The energy between them surged, a wave of power flowing through the deck. "Your touch. Our life. Combine," she whispered. Elias felt a strange warmth spread through him. It wasn't just energy, it was connection, trust, and focus, all in one. He tightened his grip, feeling the very strength resonate with his own determination. The drones attacked in larger numbers. They swarmed the ship's hull, bypassing external defenses, seeking a way inside. Juno and Kai manned the weapon systems, firing carefully while Lyra maintained the energy network. Each time a drone approached, the pulsing bioenergy disrupted its circuits, making it hesitate, stumble, or explode harmlessly. "It's working," Lyra shouted. "The combination of human and Viari energy, it's neutralizing them." Sarah-Lynn's second companion, Phyllis, stepped forward. Her hands hovered over the human's arms, sensing subtle electrical flows. She guided them, amplifying their touch, creating a stronger pulse that spread through the ship. The drones faltered, unable to adapt fast enough, but the swarm was relentless. One massive wave struck the bridge directly. The hull shuddered, sending sparks flying. Kai cried out as a small drone slipped past the shields and slammed into the floor. Elias reacted instantly. He placed a hand on Sarah-Lynn's shoulder and another on the wall, grounding himself. A surge of energy from their connection flowed outward, pushing back the drone. The light from Sarah-Lynn's skin flared brightly, illuminating the entire bridge. "Now," Elias shouted. "Hold it together. We push as one." Every human on the deck pressed against the Viari, maintaining touch. Hands and arms intertwined in a living circuit of warmth, light, and electricity. The ship thrummed under their combined force, shields glowing brighter. Hull reinforced by the synchronized energy. The swarm recoiled. Their weapons fizzled, circuits overloaded by the unpredictable bioenergy. Drones collided with each other, disabled before they could reach the crew. Sarah-Lynn's glow brightened to its maximum. Together. "Humans, Viari, unstoppable," she exclaimed. Elias met her eyes. This is what humanity can do, he said, his voice steady despite the chaos. We survive. We protect. We connect. We are stronger together. The energy pulse from the combined network surged through the ship, pushing outward in a wave. The drones scattered, some falling into space, others retreating to regroup. The immediate threat was gone. The bridge was quiet, except for the hum of life and energy flowing between humans and Vayari. Lyra exhaled deeply. We did it. Together. Their technology, plus our touch. It worked. Elias glanced around at his crew. Exhausted, but alive. Everyone. You were amazing. We've just proven something incredible. Human courage, instinct, and empathy aren't just tools. They're power. Sorellen stepped closer to him. Her glow had softened, a calm warmth replacing the brilliance of battle. We feel safe humans. Strange and addictive, she said softly. Elias chuckled. Addictive, huh? That's a new one. Phyllis touched Lyra's arm gently. Comfort, trust, energy. Humans. Essential. Lyra smiled. I think she means we're good at this. Helping, supporting, connecting. Outside the ship, Kepler-9 to sea glimmered under starlight. Inside, humans and Vayari stood together, their bond stronger than any protocol or technology could create. The alien women had learned that human touch was more than just a sensation, it was survival. Trust and a source of strength. Elias realized the truth of the moment. Humanity had entered the unknown, faced danger, and proved their value not through weapons or strategy alone, but through courage, empathy, and instinct. And now, they had allies who understood the same truth. Sorellen, Elias said, we've proven something today. Not just that we can survive, but that we can connect. That connection. It's stronger than fear, stronger than machines, stronger than anything out there. Sorellen's eyes shimmered. Yes, humans. Strange and powerful. We, grateful. We learn. From you, together. Survive together. Thrive. Juno and Kai moved to check the ship's systems. Shields are stable. Hull integrity is good. The drones are gone for now, Juno reported. Lyra examined the Vayari. Their energy is stable, and it's more than that. They feel comfort, safety, even joy from human contact. It's unprecedented. Sorellen touched Elias's hand lightly, this time not from necessity, but from choice. A gentle warmth passed through him, steady and calming. This strange warmth, addictive, not for survival, but pleasure. Connection, she said softly. Elias smiled. I think I understand now. You're not just alive. You're learning to feel with us. The Vayari smiled faintly, luminous filaments shimmering. For the first time, humans and aliens shared more than survival, they shared understanding. Trust and a new form of communication that went beyond words. Elias looked around at the team. We've made history today. Not just by surviving, but by forming a bond that no machine, no weapon, no force can break. That's humanity. Sorellen's glow pulsed, gently. We will remember. Humans. Always. Remarkable. Together. Future. Bright. And as they stood together, human hands resting lightly on Vayari's shoulders, arms entwined in connection, Elias realized something extraordinary. The strange, addictive power of human touch had not only saved lives, it had saved worlds. The stars of Kepler-92c shone brightly outside the hull. Inside, humanity had proven its greatest strength, courage, compassion, and connection. And in the quiet moments that followed the battle, the humans in Vayari discovered something more profound than any technology or weapon trust. Understanding and the simple, impossible power of touch. It was strange. It was powerful. And yes, it was addictive.